Hello there, Internet Smogwai here, and I got another Legends of Runeterra video for guys today. And today, I hope you're ready to rumble. I'm sorry, that was like really lame, and it's too easy. You know, it's like I feel like it's too obvious of a joke, and it just loses a lot because of it. I don't know. We're gonna play some Rumble today, ladies and gentlemen. I want to start off by apologizing for the lack of upload yesterday. I was streaming a good portion of Sunday actually, as I was trying to optimize the list that I'm going to share with you guys today. But I ended the stream quite late, and in case you guys don't know, I work with my girlfriend Gabby in producing these videos. She's the one that edited them, so it was a bit late and I didn't want her to be editing at midnight, so we decided to actually leave the upload for today. Preserve a little bit of our energy because we are going to have to bulk record quite a bit, because I am going to, with her, we're both going to Brazil towards the end of the year, and I want to make sure that I have content for you guys in my incoming absence. So yeah, that's a little bit of a reasoning there. Hopefully you guys are excited for a bit of Rumble action, as from that point onwards, I'm going to feature all sorts of decks, old ones, new ones, some with the new cards, some without, because there are certain elements of the expansion that I'm not really excited to explore. Yordle-wise, I think you can make the connection. And I'm going to try to feature some cool decks that can counter the meta that is, you know, currently slowly but surely shaping out. You know, right now we're at a point where we know the prevalence of Kennen and Pantheon. Ahri also has a lot of potential, but is more limited to a more dull aspects of the game, and that being Ionia-based elusives. But Rumble, poor Rumble, man, just does not really get any respect. And honestly, I can't really say he deserves it. he's definitely the weaker of the package, and there's several reasons for that. But ultimately, I want to share Rumble in a, you know, the shell that was more or less intended for him, first of all. Well, there are other ideas that I wish to explore with him. Like, some of them were given to me by my Twitch chat. Like, for example, combining Rumble with Jinx and trying to use Rumble to level up Jinx quite quickly. But ultimately, I decided to go with a Mecha Yordle-based mid-range deck that features a 2-2-2 champion split. So let me talk about what I mean with that. Let's get ready to, and yeah, I already... Am I going to repeat that again? Well, it's the name of the deck, so whatever. We have a pretty even split regarding Bandle City and Noxus cards, as like I mentioned, we have a mid-range deck which features Mecha Yordles. Instead of running Noxus with something like PNZ and having the standard mid-range build with Draven Scion and all sorts of discard synergies, you know, Boom Baboon, etc., we are packing the Bandle City region instead and incorporating Mecha Yordles. We have Squeaker with the Manifest mechanic. We have Bilge-Rat Rascal as well, alongside the 1 mana spell, which is called, I believe, Scrap Head. We can use these to discard cards and cantrips that we either bring with Noxus, or cards that are intended to be discarded, like Fallen Rider or Lost Soul, that can generate us value this way, or we play Bandle City cards like Otterpuss and Yordle Squire to create cheap spells in our hand that we can use as discard fodder for our manifestors. I'm going to call them that. Or for the Scrap Head, and we can start getting some nice Mecha Yordles. Even early on, you can go for like a Scrap Head after carrying over the spell mana for 1 round, or playing an Otterpuss, and you can try to fish for something like a Furry Horn Crasher, and all of a sudden you're starting to generate amazing value. Or even like the Balancer and Bolt to eliminate something like, for example, an Eye of the Dragon, amongst other things. Like, there's a lot of... From the very beginning, you have really neat plays that are enabled by these Mecha Yordles, and the value is definitely up there. I also like messing around with stuff like Salty Spinner, if we give it Spell Shield, as we generate it through the Bilge-Rat Rascal. Bilge-Rat Rascal is perhaps the one that we focus on to generate our late game win cons if they're tied to Mecha Yordles, because the strategy that we're going for with this sort of deck, even though we have a lot of very neat options that we can resort to, like Smash and Dash, aka Mecha Badger Bear, we got Professor Von Mech for when we run out of gas to generate us crazy value. We got Trumpet Tetcher, motherfucking Trumpet Tetcher, that can, you know, essentially give us a Vanguard Bannerman for our spread out units. Dune Hopper Mech, that can allow us to apply a lot of pressure and have a really beefy unit that has significant offensive presence. But ultimately, one of the most important ones, I mean, these two 6-drops are really important for this deck. First of all, let's talk about the more obvious one with the Little Dipper. This is the reason why we're playing 2 copies of Scion, and why I would argue that Scion is a little bit more important in this deck than Draven, even though Draven is still amazing because of the axes, and that's why I decided to go with a 2-2-2 split, because Rumble, you know, even though once we discard up to 3 cards, we can give all allied Rumbles everywhere these boosts, I still feel like 3 copies of Rumble, especially considering how low impact, pun intended, his signature spell is, I think this 2-2-2 split is overall more competitive. And like I said, we're playing 2 copies of Scion, and we can potentially discard a Scion in hand to grant our strongest unit Overwhelm, while also giving Little Dipper, you know, putting Scion into the, I don't even know what this is, to be honest. Yeah, like this ship thing. Yeah, we tuck Scion in the engine room there. And then when this thing dies, Scion comes out like super angry and pissed and everything, and aims to win the game for us. It's a very neat combo, right? And that's pretty much the only reason why we should ever be going for Little Dipper. I experimented with some other combos, but the reality is it's Scion or bust. Otherwise, you just pick something else. But the main one here is the Earthshaker. The Earthshaker represents a very important component of our win condition, because we can give Earthshaker might preemptively boost her power. She's like Yordle Shiraza, by the way. Yeah, and she functions very similarly. We boost her power up to 6, and then she attacks and duplicates that power stat to 12. She has Overwhelm, 12 power, and double impact. And the next time she attacks, that could go up to 24 power, 4 impact, Overwhelm, and just pretty much hush or bust for the opponent, right? That's what we're doing here, and we generally want to be picking her with the Bilge-Rat Rascal so we can get the Spell Shield on her, which will make her even more difficult for the opponent to ultimately answer. And that's a very important component of that. You guys are going to see that strategy in action. As the rest of the deck, we have a lot of striking. We have 3 copies of Whirling Death and 2 Bloody Business. Bloody Business is there to be used with our Rumble, but can also be potentially enabled by the axes from Draven, in or without, in conjunction with the Tiny Spears, or just the Tiny Spears alone as well, that we generate for Yordle Squire. We're always making spears with her, by the way, like every single time. We can enable Bloody Business to give us like a bit of a cheaper considered strike in a way, while Whirling Death in conjunction with this can allow us to level up Rumble much easier, and also Whirling Death away certain blockers for our big Overwhelm attackers, as that's how we interact with the opponent for the most part. We have this to give us Overwhelm, Noxian Fervor to give us a little bit of burn reach, which is very important and can be easy to enable with our Bilge-Rat Rascal giving us Spell Shield Mecha Yordles that the opponent can disrupt or has a harder time disrupting ultimately. And ladies and gentlemen, that is a deck list right there. Not tier 1 by any means, but competitive enough to pretty much have a good shot against everything in the meta right now, even though the Kennen Ezreal matchup is pretty rough. You know, I'm going to preface this video by saying that. But I had a great time playing with this deck. I had some really neat matchups. I think today's video is pretty entertaining, and I really enjoyed myself playing with Rumble, and definitely will be experimenting other approaches at him. Like, I'm already thinking about that Jinx, you know, PNZ, more aggro-based region combination. We'll see how that turns out. But it is true that, you know, it's also like the meta is pretty harsh towards Rumble. Rumble doesn't like Ionia being so prevalent, right? So it's funny that they released them with the Ionia cards. Nonetheless, very, very fun, and hopefully you guys enjoy some Mecha Yordle action. And that's where I'm going to stop rambling. So thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for regular Legends of Runeterra content. Hope you enjoy the games. I'll see you tomorrow. The best way to play Rumble, in my opinion, is an enabler for Jinx, because she refills your hand and supply you with rockets to end the game. I mean, the synergy with Jinx is definitely, it's interesting. I still feel like Draven is better. I'm not sure if that's the best way to play Rumble. I think that's a bit of a... The best way to play something is a statement that people like to throw around a lot when a champion's not really figured out. We're facing Yasuo, though. Yasuo is actually annoying for us. Yasuo is actually really tough for us. But so that's why we may need the Spell Shield. I'm gonna keep this hand. I'm gonna keep the Might. Since we're testing this card, let's see just how vital it can be. Because we don't mind carrying over Spell Mana the first couple of rounds. And I mean, maybe this is more like just elusives with Yasuo support than anything.
Don't let the fluffy tails fool you.
Break the silence.
Who's got the upper hand?
I like this win condition.
Nature does not mourn. I do. Hunter approaches.
I'll trade with that. I'm gonna get smash and dash.
Think you're fast? Cute.
Oh, I wouldn't dare. The forest surrounds us.
It's a lot of damage. Maybe I could have, no.
Too slow.
I dare you.
I'll take the hit. It's because I want to make sure I have more options available when I do commit.
Hold on to your helmets.
Now who's got the upper hand? Think you're fast? Cute.
If I had one more mana, I'd be good here.
Care that the hunt does not consume you, Ari.
The others seem to wish it so.
She sounds so petty. Which is, the others are fucking dicks.
What wondrous discoveries await below?
Here's our chance.
I will mourn you.
Persistence is key.
I mean, a Twin Disciplines just automatically kills me here. A Nopify does as well. There's a lot of things that eliminate me here. But there's just no way around it. We have to block like this. I should block the other way around, but it doesn't really matter. Like, if he has an answer, we die. Twin Disciplines. There's a lot of shit that does it here. That's not one of them.
Underestimate. I dare you. Who's got the upper hand?
I research!
Oh, look who it is. It's too early for this. We have the bloody business. We're so low though. We're so low, we're so slow, we're so everything. Big yikes. What if I get the elusive one? That can allow me to buy a little bit of time. I don't find the elusive, but we do find you at least. We can enable this.
I have come for
dare you.
Destiny waits. Return home. You know there's nothing for me there.
Finders sharers. Care that the hunt does not consume you, Ari. The others seem to wish it so.
The others wish to see what's. He just sounds so angry about it.
Let's shake things up! The forest strikes.
Blade never gets any lighter.
Break the silence.
You're not a hero, right?
Shake it off!
Honor wasn't worth both our lives.
Let's go ahead.
Oh, it's on.
Got him! Got him, baby! There we go! There we go! I like this win con, dude. Ah, nice. Rumble MVP, I know, right? Thank you for the kind words, Amen. I appreciate it. Alright, we got Rumble. I won't mulligan away Rumble, I promise. Bloody business with Rumble can be neat with the spell shield. Whirling Death, not as important, I think. I'm gonna drop it. Okay, discard fodder, good. Bam, bam.
Hey, Krabby.
That's my resting face.
I'm gonna take the bouncing bomb.
Discoveries await below.
It could be more like I can find the situation. I'm probably gonna discard it anyways, but it can put me in a position where okay. Well, first of all, let's start with you.
Looking for a hero for my hero.
Looking for a hero for my hero. I believe bouncing bomb may be a thing here if my opponent taps out. The thing is, they're never gonna tap out because even if they drop a 3-drop here, they have 1 mana, which allows them to set up a shape stone. But maybe what I can do, maybe what I can actually do. Let's have first. Yeah, doubt he would want to. I could ping you and you, but that's just like, that's kind of full. Spending 3 mana on a Greenglade duel doesn't feel great. But to be fair, dying to it feels worse. So I think I gotta pick my poison. I gotta spend 3 mana on this thing. What about next round? Do I need this bouncing bomb for anything? We gotta play around that shape stone for sure. Yeah, let's just fire away.
Hang on, Zern.
Just thread this that's out of there. a good draw.
Together we are part of something more.
And we can actually use this to level up Rumble, potentially. You. No. you, and you.
Here comes a new challenger.
We don't have to worry about homecoming or anything like that, and we can, yeah, if he attacks, like, we can definitely start blocking with this. Oh boy.
In Shurima's name. Sand and blood!
Rumble sets up a good blocker for Azir as well.
I dance not to forget.
The great thing, I love, right now, I love this flawless duet nerf. He doesn't even attack, that's just beautiful. Guys, Rumble, I don't want to get ahead of myself, okay? Just calm down, but Rumble did something.
Full throttle.
Spears ready.
Just take it easy, but let that sink in. Rumble doing things. Down to 8. I am always gonna keep this bloody business enabled, so we are gonna pass there.
The order is given.
We can take it. Maybe.
Rumble level up. Incoming. Alright, I'll take it. Oh, Conchal just is balanced.
Give you silk, but I must keep your steel. Stay by my side. I cannot ask for more.
Easy does it.
Alright, let's level up. Oh my Wemu. Shit that up!
Good. You go.
Rumble MVP!
Twirl.
Ooh. No, that's still very early for you, actually. Well, let's give it to Rumble. I like Trumpet Thatcher. Trumpet Thatcher. Ha ha ha! Nice! Tier 1!
Come on. I wasn't even holding the controls.
I don't like his voice. You know, normally I'm a big fan of like the voice acting in the cards, but Rumble's character is just kind of like, it's not terrible. It's just kind of I don't know. People complain about, oh, it's gonna take a matchup is gonna take forever, but I'd rather play against a deck like that when there's like thinking involved than just playing against an aggro that can try to like fight for my life to be able to actually play my strategy out. You know. Let's keep it like this. And we got some discard fodder here and there.
Looking for a hero for my hero. I'm ready.
Let's get some damage. Yeah, it's already almost 8. why daily uploads is hard, man. Sometimes I need more than a day, you know? Sometimes I need a little bit more time before I'm like super happy with a deck.
I should make a speech. Where's my speech?
When in doubt, just go value. Value tends to be good. I like value.
Baby, don't fail me now. Come on, baby.
Go Rumble. We vomit our entire hand. Maybe Rumble Jinx. Maybe I skip today's upload, to be honest, to just have more time. I think it's fine. Because maybe Rumble Jinx is worthy of an experiment here. I really hate how he pops my spell shield with this shit. I really hate that. Ah, it's annoying. But that's too easy for him, you know?
Hang on. We're rolling.
Got good blockers for now, because there's no Yordle. So he's
Look, a thing.
I forgot. No. Okay, good.
What wondrous discoveries await below. Persistence is key.
She can take it. Maybe.
I don't want to be vulnerable to a... I don't want to be vulnerable to a Ravenous Flock. Well, at least we got that out of him. If he has a Ravenous Flock, at least we remove that.
Autographs after the fight, kid.
Who should I make it out to, Pat?
Let the commerce commence.
It's interesting. Wow, he stunned that instead of Rumble? Really?
Need a light?
There's no point in playing the Twin Blade Revenant now because he has a fearsome blocker there. So we attack like this now. This is a good amount of damage, and we work for the level up as well.
Now we're cooking.
I want to go for this axe because what I'm accomplishing here is I'm leveling up upon striking, which means the impact will hit, which means I get an extra buff on whatever Mecha Yordle I generate, which is actually really relevant. Actually, no, I just realized I have this guy. Well, you know, that was the point too. Yeah. I forgot. It's alright. It's part of the plan. Because now I get to play this, and I get to play a 2-drop alongside it, potentially. Shut up.
Are you ready? Let's take it for a spin.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Now we have access to a surprise Omaiwa Mushin Daru blocker here, in case he just opens. Rumble! That was Rumble! MVP!
Damn, I'm good.
What? Or Draven. It was Draven. Yordo Squire, Conchologist. I think we're gonna replace the Whirling Death for now. I want to keep everything else. It's early curve. It's neat. If Rumble had Overwhelm, it would be a card. Why Rumble with Jinx? Because somebody made a point that it's perhaps one of the biggest perks of Rumble right now. The ability to just like level up Jinx really quickly, because you can discard 3 cards. But they're both 4 drops, so it's not as ideal as one would think.
Hello, new best friend.
But right now, it seems to be like the best way that I could personally think of playing him.
What wondrous discoveries await below.
I've got this. Defensive stance.
Defensive stance. All right, so what do we do now? How do I reach these kids? Let's go with you. I think. No other player really, right? Yeah. All right. It's Little Dipper. It's Lil Dipper Scion time. It's not that bad either if you think about Rumble the same way you think of Crowd Favorite. They both cost 4. Yeah, but it's not the same. Crowd Favorite is not not being used to level up Jinx, right? The reasoning for playing Rumble and Jinx is that you wanna play Rumble to level up Jinx, which means you have to play Rumble on turn 5, ideally. Because naturally the deck should have some ways to make up for that. I'm not fucking talking, dude. Shut up. With yo emotes.
Closing another mark.
Bam, bam, bam,
Persistence is key.
I'd like to have this blades. I mean, this is fine. Just trading these 2 with this, to be honest. I'll make him burn more mana. Make him think.
There's plenty of killing left. It's Draven time.
Big yikes, actually.
Draven out.
Draven nerf.
Time to get rich.
Like a fish in water.
Say your farewells. Either the flames or the depths can claim me.
what you take.
I'll take my time. I am reborn of salt and brine.
Fight for your lives! Ride onward!
Let them bleed out. Hang them by their entrails. Explosives!
I'm gonna try to freak him out a little bit.
Leave no survivors. I refuse.
I was like, oh, maybe there's hope. I'm gonna keep the Squeaker. This matchup, there's not many pings running around, if any, really. Maybe Shurima has some weird ones, but for the most part, Squeaker is pretty efficient here.
From your shadows, demon.
Getting for 2 here. We can discard the Fallen Rider.
Don't want to die?
Don't do terrible things. Trumpet Thatcher. I mean, Earthshaker is kind of a win condition, right? But again, in this matchup, they have access to Hush and stuff, so Trumpet Thatcher probably is better.
In and out.
We take the hit. We're gonna try to see if we can develop a solid like board here for this. The Trumpet Thatch, you know what I'm saying?
It's Draven time.
Let's play Draven. We got the Axis, which can allow us to pump up Mr. Squeak as well.
Watch and learn.
For 1 mana, there could be a Shape Stone.
Time for the moneymakers.
Let's see if your boy Squeak can take him down. Nice. One step closer to Draven's level up as well.
I will die when I am ready.
I will die when I'm ready. That bite is interesting. If I tap under, what am I afraid of? With this region combination, it's not like they can...
This is justice.
Thing is, I'm not sure if I like Trumpet Thatcher next round. Just because...
Oracle, tell me of my death.
I see 2 figures dancing forever in silver rain.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about Trumpet Tetcher here. Are we looking for a strong attack here, or... I mean, with this region combination, what interactions are we concerned about? Like, I just want to have access to my Whirling Death if I attack, but I feel like we can go wider. I really do feel like we can go wider. What about Lil Dipper? What about Lil Dipper? Ooh, I'm really liking this Omega Greedy idea here.
Let's do this.
Let's keep these units in the back for now, even though Akshan is getting ready to level up soon, but let's keep them in the back to make sure we get the most value out of this shit. This is fine. We attack like this. What do we discard, though? I think we discard Scrap Heap at this point, yeah? Now we're cooking. Come on. Yes. Surprise, motherfucker. Bam, bam. Ha ha ha!
What's my name?
Smack him down.
Fixing the world one scoundrel at a time.
Ooh. He goes for the card draw. I need to watch out. Like, I would hate for this to be blinded mystic here, you know? Especially with the spell shield and everything. That'd be so sad. Bam, bam, go under 4, please. Bam, 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 bam. That works. Bam, 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 bam.
I am ready.
I am ready. Oh, that's sad.
Justice works fine.
My beautiful face. To death I go.
Weakening that.
Here comes a new challenger. Are you the one?
What in the actual fuck?
Hug it out.
Please, move.
Well, I didn't beat him, but I beat you. GG. Yeah, mine's pretty good. I agree. Bing, bing. I could, in this matchup, I could keep the card draw. Its double control is actually not bad. But I'm gonna mulligan these three. I mean, the hidden pathways could be neat. But I want to find more discard outlets here.
Arrows from your shadows, demon.
Got this from a side quest.
We got the tiny spear.
What wondrous discoveries await below?
I think the Brothers Bond. It's really good value.
Back.
It's really good value that can also enable the bloody business as well.
Tentacles off the spectacles.
Oh my god, if he attacks. Oh my god, if he attacks. Oh my. Oh. 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 Oh.
You're not a hero, right?
Oh. Oh. That's him. Try to like, ah, what happened? No. All right. Well, that's pretty neat. That's pretty neat indeed. All right. Ooh, Professor Value. I love Professor Value. Perhaps I don't love you that much. The fuck are these? What the fuck am I supposed to do? Professor! Professor, what am I supposed to do with this shit? Dragon Chow?
I'm ready to shine.
Yeah, I'm not so sure I love you anymore. That's bullshit. I can't do shit here. I can't, not even with the spear can I enable this. Oh my god, what are these pulls? Even the 3-drop is awful. Yeah, Dragon Chow, take one for the team. Yeah, I should discard them. Yeah, that's true. I'll keep this as a chump blocker, though. Keep this as a chump. I mean, I'd rather... But again, I'm facing the Master, so Sharp Sight is very likely. I need to develop something, though. I can just carry my spell mana for now. Yeah, you say discard, but I have, like, no discard mechanics here, and...
Oh boy, yes, I'm flying.
Yeah, this is depressing. He's gonna Golden Aegis now. The things I can't even, like, because of how beefy those units are, I can't even, like...
My friend and I are toll collectors.
At least we got, you know, we got chumps. But Professor, that was not very Professor-like. I mean, Silent Signature Spell could be pretty relevant here, actually.
Never submit. Just looking out for the public. We've been through it all.
Professor, I'm not I feel like I'm gonna regret this, Professor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I play you. I fill up my hand, so that's a no-no. A little bit of damage at least. Drop him down to 12.
is yours.
Ah! Oh, I didn't. I thought I had more space. Oh no. Ah, God dang it.
I don't want to meet whatever woke you up.
Well, I guess you're Draven's biggest fan now. Well, shit. Could have been a really good 3-drop too. At least, fortunately for us, his Pantheon level up is very slow this game. But I mean, everything has been slow this game, to be honest.
Honor the mountain. To protect all unyielding.
All right.
There is nowhere left to go but up.
Don't touch it.
Scion's very strong.
The party has
That's all right.
I hate parties.
Fade and be gone.
Well, that's lethal there. Hush. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. That's not how you do it, Mastro. I have cards too, and I can play them. It is a card game.
My hunger only grows.
He got greedy as fuck. Like, keep in mind, guys, he kept this mountain goat in the back when he could easily have put it here just in case, you know, because what if something happens? I think he's coming to terms with that right now. Oh, he's gonna hate this shit. Gotta get blood.
Victory is a taste I will never forget.